Hi. I kind of feel like Homer right now. It's been a long weekend. So I want to emulate lazy evaluation. So first observation is functions are lazy, right? Nothing actually happens until you call the function. So functions, by definition, are lazy. But we want to be actually lazier than that. So what we can do is you can wrap everything in lambdas, arguments in lambdas, the return value in lambdas. Notice the yellow line. We've actually exceeded the Python stack limit, which is 1,000, and that's fine, because nothing actually happens until you evaluate it on the last line, in which case you do get the runtime error maximum recursion limit, limit exceeded as you would expect, because that's when the computation actually happens. Now, when I thought of this, well, naturally I thought, well, why can't I just make arithmetic expressions also lazy? So I created a base class, and all I do is I subclass the base class, and I just put a couple of lines. I want to tell it what the actual eager type, not the lazy type is, which is integer, and I just tell Python to please implement the dunder add and dunder multiply. And once you do that, you see that the object 5, it's a lazy thing, and when you ask what the value is, that's when the computation actually happens, you get the answer. Which means you could do iteration just in the for loop, and that's actually, underneath the hood, becomes recursion, because once you exceed 1,000, you get the recursion error, but before you get there, the first evaluation is fine, because that's only 500 layers down. But when you get to 1,000 layers down, then that's when you run into trouble. So what's lazy good for? Well, there's a Wikipedia entry, so obviously it's good for something. And usually in Python, you would the laziness comes in the context of generators. But we're not dealing with generators. We just want to make expressions themselves lazy. But something that's kind of odd is it seems like the class, the way you do this, is too easy. And yes, it is too easy. Because like what is that, right? You just have a couple of lines, and that's because there's a lot of things under the hood in the base class, and so the talk really should be about that whole class, right? There's a lot of magic going on behind the scenes, but the user interface is quite simple. So if you want all the gory details, please go to my GitHub, where you can see it's less than 100 lines of code. It's not much code, but just a word of caution, it's code that's more fun to write than to read. Yesterday I was reading it, and I thought, oh my God, what's going on? What did I do? But if you want to see the gory details, you can go there. Thank you very much.